10 years ago, when I was in my second year of medical college, my aunt, who was very close to my heart, I used to call her Ai. I lost her to blood cancer. My Ai was the strongest woman I knew. She was always taking care of others, always prioritizing others. And in that, she was carrying so much emotional burden of people around her that she forgot to take care of herself. And I saw her ignoring her own health. The day I lost her, I saw myself in her. I was not at all healthy. I was a very overweight kid. I had PCOD, I had emotional eating disorder. And that day I decided two things. First, I decided to work on myself. And second, I decided to work for women so that I can help them to prioritize themselves before it's too late. After that, uh, I actually thought that I had figured it out, because in the last 7 years, I've helped more than 27,000 women lose weight and get fit and get healthy. So I thought I understood the struggle until last year, when I was going through the most difficult time of my life. I gained 10 kgs. And that day I realized that, oh my God, though I know what to eat, I couldn't lose weight. I had all the tools that have worked beautifully for my clients, but they did not work for me at all. And that day I asked myself this question: what if this stubborn weight that I'm trying to lose, which I'm not able to lose, is not the physical weight at all? What if it is a different kind of weight? When we look at the weight struggles of women, we see the late night cravings, we see the failed attempts, we see the dieting, we see everything. But can I tell you that that is just a tip of an iceberg? What we see is just the 10% of the iceberg, and what is beyond that, what is below, underneath, is 90% of women's struggles which nobody can see. This 90%, do you know what is underneath this 90%? Is the guilt of not being enough, the shame of failing again and again, the stress that we absorb from the people around us. This is what I call the emotional weight. This emotional weight which we are holding into our hearts since years and years. And we never express these emotions, this emotional weight. Can I ask you one thing? When we celebrate any achievement, how many days, how long do we celebrate that? 1 day, 2 days, max 3 days? But when something tragic happens to us, we hold it in our heart, which weighs us down. For 1 year, 2 years, can I tell you, some of you are sitting here. Something that happened 5 years ago, 10 years ago, is still sitting in your heart alive. And I believe our body stores what your heart cannot hold. This emotional weight actually leads to the physical weight, and nobody talks about it. This emotional weight is so strong that no matter how strong the woman is, but you cannot win against your biology. And how this emotional weight turns into the physical weight. How heavy emotions become heavier bodies. So basically, when we are stressed and we are feeling a lot of emotions, what we do? We reach out to our best friend, which is none other than the food. And that's how we gain excess calories, unnecessary weight. The second way, when we are going through a lot of emotional stress, our body's stress response gets triggered. And then cortisol rises. And that's why we have so much of belly fat around us, which no matter how little you eat, you cannot seem to lose it. The third way is when your body tries to protect you. You know, when you have so much of heavy emotion sitting inside your heart, your body feels, actually thinks that you are under threat. And that's why it gives the importance to your survival. And then it starts protecting you by holding on to this fat. You know, in corona times, in lockdown times, what we did, we just hoarded the food, stored more food, right? Because we were not sure whether we will get it tomorrow or not, and that's how our body acts. Because we never know whether we'll get it tomorrow, so your body hold on to this fat as a protective mechanism, and then your body thinks, okay, let me take care of the survival first, and then I'll take care of the reproduction. And that's why so many women have missed periods, PCOD, irregular periods, sometimes no periods at all. Because your body is protecting you, not giving importance to reproduction. And then last but not the least, when you're going through so many of emotions, can you tell me, when you absorb everyone's emotions around you, at the end of the day, you're so tired, so exhausted, that you have no energy left to make the healthy choices for yourself. Forget about the self-care 7-step routine. You cannot even make a soulful food for yourself because your body feels very tired. So if you see, in one way, your body is helping you to gain more fat, and in second way, it is not letting it loose, and you're trapped in between. And what we do is, we actually blame our willpower for it, and it is pure biology. And why women struggle more with it? Because 71%, this is real data, 71% of women struggles with emotional eating. Now add our biology to it. Our monthly cycle makes us more emotionally reactive to food. On top of that, since childhood we are programmed that be nice, be kind woman, never show your emotions, don't be dramatic. Others matters most. Your needs comes last. Prioritize others. Take care of your family. And that's how we become human sponges, and we absorb everyone's stress around us. We absorb our husband's stress, our kids' anxiety, our parents' expectations, our boss's frustration. Because somewhere we thought that being a good woman means having no emotional boundaries at all. You know what we women do? When our cup is half empty and someone asks, we give it from them, right? Then again someone asks, we give it from that half empty cup. Sometimes someone not even asking, and still we are like, please, please, please take it. And then we have nothing left for ourselves. We are actually pouring from this half empty cup, but our bodies are paying the price for it. And the result is women who can build businesses, empires, can't stop eating cookies. Women who can take care of everyone around them cannot prioritize themselves. Women who can do everything but can't seem to lose the stubborn weight for years. Now let me tell you a truth that will set you free. You cannot lose this stubborn physical weight till you release this emotional weight. When I started working on my emotions, my body felt so much lighter, so much better. And then I started losing weight effortlessly. My nervous system calmed down and it felt so much better. I lost all 10 kgs, not because I found the perfect diet, but I found myself. This is not about willpower, this is about emotional power. And when you learn to prioritize yourself, when you actually work on your emotions, set healthy boundaries, Ask what you need. Then your body can do miracles that you cannot even imagine. When women start doing this, they will see amazing, amazing results. It is also the time that we stop being the emotional garbage beans for the world and stop absorbing everyone's emotion around us, because we have so much enough on our plate already. Don't let anyone tell you that it is about the food problem or the willpower, because the billion-dollar industry is making profits from you carrying this weight. Stop asking what should I eat and start asking what am I carrying that is not even mine. Stop counting calories and start counting the feelings that you have been eating all these years. Because let me tell you, your daughters are watching. Let it end with us. Don't be the human sponges of people around you. The weight women really need to lose is this emotional weight. And it never belonged to you anyway. Thank you so much.